Is day 25 on Road to a Million, and today was a very productive day, if I had to say. Made some calls, went to the dentist, which is a normal everyday thing that we have to do. Worked on this puzzle. The main thing that I wanted to, discuss today was that I actually ran through like a pitch of the free offer of what I would be doing, which will then lead into the consulting, the service that I provide afterwards, which will be helping them be able to get more yogis into their studio essentially. The pitch went well. I asked myself some questions afterwards, is like areas of improvement. And I said backstory, it's like, why am I helping? So, like, what gives me the ability to essentially be an authority figure and actually have value or validity in what I'm saying. So I had that, success stories as well, or just success stories of myself, of how I've been able to climb or make as much money as I needed to for this other business in X amount of time. So I was thinking of using that as a success story. And then the reason for me helping, something else that I need to add in, and that's something that I did write up on one of my Notion templates, and I should have this memorized by now, but essentially it's like the reason why I'm reaching out today is because I believe in yoga and helping individuals adopt yoga, because it was one of the most life-changing transformations of my life. And since I essentially don't have a yoga studio of my own, I figure the best thing that I can do is reach out to you so that we can get more yogis into the studio essentially. So I was trying to find where I had that. Okay. So it's like I was someone who thought he would never do yoga. Once I did, everything in my life changed. I want to help other people have this epiphany, and maybe I should change epiphany because that might be too big of a word, and I need to make words that are more at a third grade reading level. Back to what I wrote. Since I don't own a yoga studio and I am not a certified yoga instructor, I want to help you, the owner, get 100 new yogis signed up in 14 days with zero financial commitment. That could actually be like the headline of my ad, or actually like part of the ad, because I would need to change the call out to be able to get somebody in. And then once I do that, then I can give the free download of them, say, using their existing client base to be able to drive yogis to the studio. And then from there, I can help them consult with getting them set up to do paid advertising to make sure that they're targeting the right audience. And if they really want me to do that, I can do that as well. And then I can do different tiered pricing, which that's something that I could also work on as well. So that was the thing that I needed to work on. And then also clear steps as well was something that I needed to, add or adjust. Because when I was running through the pitch that I did today, I was a little all over the place. Like I was doing one thing and then I was bouncing over the next to the next to the next. And a lot of it was just me running numbers of like, oh, if we get this person, you can have X amount of dollars here or whatever it may be. The numbers I think are important, but I don't think that they're as important as the actual value and the solution. And me providing just say numbers is, I think, a workaround or a cop-out for me actually revealing my secrets of how I know how to grow and sell more and get more like people to buy. So obviously I'll switch that for tomorrow's practice of the pitch. And I'm going to be doing that for this next week, is just practicing my pitch on how to do the free offer essentially, so that then once they do have like once I have the ad, and I figure I'll do some ad testing in there as well, like write out essentially in the book, $100 million leads. It talks about writing like 10 call outs, so like 10 hooks, and then 30 ads on top of it. So that gives me 300 different ads that I can test to be able to draw in my ideal audience and my ideal avatar essentially, because all I'm looking for right now is just 5 clients. Like that's max. That's all I can handle. That's all I'm going to do right now. And there's a couple of different ideas that I had in mind for how I can phrase the ads and what I can do. Mainly my goal for this week, for these next 7 days, is essentially to be practicing my proposal on once they're into, like, after they click on that ad, what they're going to get, what they're going to see, the value that they're going to actually be providing. I want to make sure that there is value to that, because there's been a lot of content that I've done in the past and just pitches and just other types of ways that I've tried to provide value, which it wasn't actually valuable. So I want to make sure that this time when I do it this way, I'm going to do it as best as I possibly can. I have a goal to be able to like buy the website, create the landing page and the ClickFunnels, like buy a ClickFunnels account and start running ads in 2 weeks from now. I'm going to do my best to reach that. That's my goal, at least. I do want to make sure that my pitch is as at least my pitch on the free offer and the coaching on the free offer is as best as it possibly can be, and I'm providing as much value as I possibly can for completely like free. Like I want to make sure that what I am doing, like they can do that with one, no effort. They don't have to sacrifice their time or anything like that. They can download a PDF, a Word document that outlines essentially exactly the exact steps that they can use to be able to essentially get new yogis into the studios without spending any more money. So like that's step 2. And that's something that I want to be able to have them download. And then the amount of time, I said originally, and here I said 14 days with zero financial commitment. I might run a couple of ads where it's like 30 days or less, no financial commitment, or 14 days or less, like no financial commitment, because it really does depend on the person. Because like I genuinely do believe that if you put in enough effort and enough time, you can make it happen in 14 days. It's just a lot of people are not going to be putting in as much effort as I would be putting in. I don't know why that is. That's just how things are. So clear steps on when I do my pitch next time is like I need to figure out like, okay, this is the story, this is what we're talking about, this is what we want to cover, and this is where I want to get you in the next 4 to 6 months. If you're interested in doing something like this, then book the call and have the call to action at the end of the free offer. If not, they learn something that they can implement right then and there that will hopefully, I mean, it will if they actually implement it. That will get them 100 new yogis within 30 days if they do it in the ways that I'm talking about. So I'll give that. And then, and I'm thinking like I tested it the other day when I used like the drawing tablet, and I used the drawing tablet again today as well. I'm still trying to understand how it works. It's a little tough. It's a little finicky because I just forget where it's writing, but I did find out that I can screen record with the tablet, which you saw in yesterday's video, which was pretty cool. So I'm going to test that out. I might create a PowerPoint of some sort. PowerPoints have just never really been my forte, my necessary way of learning, and I could also just talk like this as well. I just want to be able to help out as many people as I possibly can. And I mean, I guess the best way to do it is by doing it the way that I know how to, and the way that I've been able to sell is just in person like this, essentially over the phone or whatever it may be. But then again, like I do call and I'm like, hey, you want to click on this? You want to go here? This is what we're going to be doing. Like, this is what you're seeing. Like, are you seeing this as well? And I'm giving them a visual walkthrough on the other side of the phone. So that's why I do think like either having me like write or draw it out helps, or having some sort of visual representation of like, hey, this is what you would get by doing this system and this service right now. So we'll see. I might do both, run a couple of them. We'll experiment with it a little bit. So that was the other thing that I checked off. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth thing was like just focus on the affiliate ads. So it's clear steps for like the free offer that I'm talking about. And all I'm focusing primarily on is just like affiliates using their existing network to be able to drive in more yogis and giving them something of value to them, so that they're more inclined to bring their friends and their family members, their colleagues, strangers, whatever it may be, so that they can get the XYZ thing. And that was something else that I covered in the pitch as well, because there's this topic in Getting More where essentially they talk about like everybody values different things. So like the thing that I value is going to be completely different from the thing that you value. So making that shift and helping them realize that like that's something else that you have to take into consideration. I'm more than happy to help you out with that as we move forward. It's just right now like I'm just giving you the bare basics of like, this is how you do affiliate marketing. This is how you can get the free customers in without doing paid ads. If you want me to help you with paid ads to help you get even more yogis in, like I'm more than happy to do that as well, because clearly like they are working since I got you on board using a paid ad and you clicked on it and you decided to work with me. So I might as well help you do the exact same thing for your yogis as well too. We can work on signing a contract, whatever it may be. So I've got those things in mind for right now. And then I did also finally do the power planner. I completed that as well. So that's, I think, going to be very helpful. Going to essentially still keep doing these videos each and every single night, just giving a recap of my day, what I ended up doing, realizing like that I am making progress, because when we first started, dude, like it was rough. And now we're on day 25, I believe I said. And right now, day 25. And it's like still haven't made any money, haven't picked up any clients. It is helping. Like this daily iteration is helping me 100%. Like the journaling, when I did that, it was fantastic. It was good. It's just this for me, I'm much more of like an auditory type of person. I like hearing things. Like I will read things as well, but I'm much more auditory for them to click into my head. Which is fantastic. Like I visual as well. I can learn all three ways. It's just auditory is the things that always seem to stick with me. So yeah, that's essentially the plan for this week. Moving forward is practicing on my pitch, outlining the ways that it needs to be outlined, because the more I say it, the more I practice it, the more I notice what is missing and what is not missing and what I can add into it versus what I can exchange. So I want to keep doing those things because like I have a rough outline of what I was talking about and what I will be doing within my Notion. So like I have ideas. I need to physically speak them into existence so that you can see more of it firsthand, so I can see more of it firsthand. This might not work for everybody. It's what works for me. Doing this each and every single night and kind of reflecting and going over these steps has helped me tremendously. And we'll just continue to see what happens because like still going to be like just hiring out doing a couple of videos on like my YouTube channel for the anime people as well too. So like just posting at least a short a day and then 2 to 4 long form videos a month, depending on how I feel, or at least depending on the animes that are out, if I'm actually watching anything at that point in time. Because like right now, you guys, like my primary focus is just getting my first 5 clients essentially to start doing consulting work with. So we'll see where this goes. I have a good feeling. Like my words seem to be good. I seem to be in a good headspace. Everything seems to be doing just swell right now. Still taking courses like the $100 million leads course, the Healthy Gamer meditation course. I haven't done any of the 2-hour writing course. I haven't read any of that lately. And then obviously like changing up my gym schedule has been beneficial, and a lot of the meditation that I'm getting back into has also been very nice, and a lot of the walks that I'm doing. So I am excited to see where this is going to go over the next couple of weeks, but we at least got plans for this week. Just practice the pitch, start writing out some ad copy as well, and everything starts to just spark into my mind. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. First time this has happened. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.